All right, guys, welcome. Welcome. This is Mr. Brady. I'm either your DIM or your graphic design teacher. I'm really glad to have you in class. What I'd like to do right now is show you guys how to sign into your new bradysclasses.net Google account for the first time. So, what you're going to do when you get to google.com, you're just going to go up to the top right corner here and select sign in. You are not going to see all these accounts, but what you will see is something that looks just like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my account, and his name is Sports McGraw at bradysclasses.net. So I've got Sports McGraw at bradysclasses.net typed in there. You guys all have a um, password. That password is Lions 2014. You'll use that to log in for the first time. Once I've done this, I'm going to hit sign in. And this is what pops up. And it says, welcome to your new account. And all you have to do at this point in time is just select I accept and continue on to your account. Now, the first thing it's going to ask you to do is it's going to say, please create a new password. So I'm going to type in my new password. Just know that I also serve as the site administrator for this. So if you do forget your password, I can reset it pretty quickly. But do try to make it something that you're going to remember. I've typed in my new password. I select change password. And there we go. I'm now in my Google account, which from where it is right now looks kind of boring. But once we get into the meat of it a little bit, I think you guys will enjoy it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google Classroom. I have it bookmarked here, but what you guys can do is you can just type in classroom.google.com. Hit enter, and it's going to take you to the Google Classroom site. Since you're signed in as a bradysclasses.net with a bradysclasses.net email address, that's going to give you access to Google Apps for Education, which is what we'll be using this year to do the majority of our work. So what you're going to do is you're going to log in as a student. If you accidentally log in as a teacher, it's just going to cause me to have to go in and finagle some stuff, but you won't have any more access to anything. It'll just kind of make things a little more difficult for me, and then consequently, it'll just be kind of difficult to work. So make sure you do select student. Once you select student, it's going to kind of activate your Google Classroom site. Here's how it is before you've joined anything. You're going to go right up here to the join class. It's going to say enter our class code. A lot of you guys have used Edmodo. It's very similar to that. The class code for this, which is my third period graphic design class, is the one I've chosen to join today, is GEE2DZ. Your, that's not a 2, that's an S, 2DZ. Your class code will be different unless you're in my third period class. And I'm going to select join. Takes just a minute to verify to make sure that everything's kosher. Once that happens, ta-da, you've got your Google Classroom site set up, and you can start your tour. Click through the tour, pay a little bit of attention to what it says there. I'm just going to click Start Tour, and it's going to tell you if you are in multiple classes, you're going to click this little apps thing that Google likes to use up here in the top left corner. That's going to give you the opportunity to look at all the classes that you're enrolled in. Since it's my apps for education domain, you'll only be logged into my class at this time. But later in the year, when more and more McKinney ISD classes start using Google, you'll have more and more classes there. This is your classroom stream. You can write things here on this wall to share with the class. You have to be very careful with what you write. I can delete it if it's not appropriate, but I feel like, you know, you're going to be pretty responsible with that. I'm going to go over here to classmates. And right now it just shows me as the only member of this class. I can send me an email from this area. And so that's your Google Classroom. Inside of here, you'll have all of your assignments. They'll all be working from there. You will also, at this time, as I go, I'm just going to navigate back to google.com for a moment. You will also have a 30 gigabyte Google Drive, which is right here. And inside of that Google Drive, and you're going to click no thanks, but we will set up your Google Drive later. You're already going to have a folder in here called Google Classroom. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the third period graphic design and illustration class that you just enrolled in. This is where you can keep all your stuff. This is where you can create any type of document that you might want to share. You can upload things that you want to keep into this Google Classroom area and use that to turn in assignments. So there it is. That's how you log into your Google account for the first time.